Welcome back, boys and girls of the internet. It's been a week or so since I posted a video, and I've got something really cool here for you today. So let's jump right into it and check out what we got going on. Not the Ford Escape, the MR2 or the Dirty Dodge, but I have finally got my mitts on a Honda Trail 125. If you're not familiar with the Trail 125, there's going to be some wind noise. So it kind of derives from its cousin, the original bike, the CT90 and the 70 and whatnot that came into the United States back in the late 60s, early 70s. Also, the Honda Cub was out at the same time. And it was one of the most sold bikes ever in the history of everything. This bike, supposed to have been like 2019 in the US, was going to be the next hot thing. Because small bikes are getting more popular here. It's more common overseas, but they're finally starting to work their way into American culture again. And the Trail 125 is no exception to this. But thanks to, the Rona and a bunch of other things, you couldn't really find these. Dealerships weren't getting them. If you put a pre-order in, it was a waste of time, because Honda turned around and was like, well, not every dealership's going to get one, so don't pre-order them. And if you do get one, you sell it and that's it. We don't know if you're going to get any more after that. So 2022 rolls around and they're supposed to be more widely available. So I go out to our local Honda dealer and I put in pretty much like a, what you would call it, but like a request. I was on the waiting list and I wanted one. I didn't say anything about it because I didn't know if I would get my hands on one. And July of 2022, the same Honda dealer called me and said, we have you one. Okay. So I was extremely excited. I'm like, finally, they said it was one that was actually ordered for another customer, and they waited out his, allotted time, and he hadn't showed up to get it, hadn't said anything about it. So they told me, they said, we can sell it to you, and if you want it, it's yours. I said, yep, I'll take it. That was like on a Friday. So all afternoon Friday, I'm texting back and forth with the sales manager. Sorry about the wind. Trying to get some stuff set up to go pick it up Saturday. And when it came down to it, this little motorcycle is sold by Honda new, has an MSRP of around $3,800, $39. That's their MSRP. So you expect dealer markups. If you've ever bought anything ever like this, lawnmowers, cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, boats, trailers, you name it, there's a markup on products like this. The dealers say that they have to assemble them. They've got to lubricate them. They've got to show them, put them on the floor. There's shipping charges, like a destination fee. All of which, sure, I understand. You have to make some money on top of it. And I'm expecting, this $3,800 bike to cost $4,800. It didn't. The number they hit me with Friday evening was, it was around $7,600. That was before we had even talked about financing. That was just cost of the bike. And I told them exactly where they could go put that bike, sort of politely. And I decided that that's not going to happen. It just wasn't meant for me to have one of these motorcycles. And then about less than a month ago, we were doing some scrolling around on the internet, and boop, I popped up an ad for some other, the Honda Navi. If you've seen the Navi, one of those popped up. And now we're in my kitchen where you're going to hear the air conditioning running. So is it really any better? I don't know, but we're going to pretend it is. Anyway, so I was looking at a Honda Navi. In the background photos for the Honda Navi was a Trail 125. So I look it up. I find the dealership. We check their inventory. Sure enough, fresh listing, Honda 125, Trail 125. Call the dealership. Yep, still got it. And talked to them the following day, and that's when they hit me with a bombshell that they didn't have one Trail 125. They had two Trail 125s. What's better than two Trail 125s? So me and Cody are now in this. He wasn't convinced that he wanted such a small little bike. And so we were looking at dimensions, and I kept telling him these aren't that small. They're a fairly sized good bike, and or a fairly good sized bike. And so we drove up there, and that Tuesday after work, and snagged both of them. Cody sat on a lot of other bikes there. but him not having rode a motorcycle of any kind really, we didn't want to throw him on something too big. And these trail bikes are cheap enough that you can afford them, you know, without breaking the bank. Even if you finance them through Honda, they've got good interest rates. It's also a Honda, so it's going to last a long time. These new bikes come with ABS, fuel injection, you know, electric start and kick start, 4-speed manual gearbox, but it does have a centrifugal clutch, so you don't actually shift, or you don't have a clutch that you depress or disengage and engage. You just shift the bike through the gears. After looking at them, Cody decided he also wanted it, so we bought it. Brought both of them home, had them about 4 or 5 days. The weekend rolls around, we're having Jesse, we're having my brother's birthday party. My brother William shows up, I'm telling him about him. He has to come back to the house to see it. And so he comes here, sits on it, says, I want one. Now the hunt continues. So we started looking for him a Trail 125. And that's how I ended up with 3 Honda Trail 125s in my kitchen. So the first one you see here is Williams. The one behind it is Cody's. And Williams already went ahead and ordered a ton of accessories for his. It was pretty much stock when he bought it. He did buy his used. He saved a couple bucks buying it used. But it wasn't available at the time that we bought mine. So, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. He got a really good deal on it. It's a clean bike. Super low. It had like 200 miles on it. Mine and Cody's were new. They had 0.1 of a mile on them. But Will's jumped around online, ordered a bunch of accessories, and we're going to get into that on another video. But first, like I said, I just wanted to break the ice with you guys. So my next question is, I actually have a second channel I've thought about using for this kind of thing, like moto vlogs and stuff. We do camping. We've got our little pop-up camper. We're right up here. We're not far from Pisgah National Forest. We like to go up there and do like the primitive camping out in the Forest Service roads. And you can take, you know, the little trail bikes. They're fully registered, legal, insured, everything, 50 state legal. California is probably an exception of that. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, that was the plan. Put them in the bed of the truck, hook the camper up, go in the mountains, have something to ride around. Will has never ridden a motorcycle ever, so he's using his to learn, to get his learners and everything. And like I said, Cody's already adapted to it like a duck in water. Will has done well too. So I think it's going to be just fine. But would I just mix the content here, you know, sprinkle in a little bit of motorcycle stuff in between, because we bought a bunch of accessories and I want to film, you know, installing them, what I think about them, stuff like that. I paid for them. None of the stuff was sent to me. This is all money out of my pocket. But yeah, so Will's got a bunch of the accessories that I want to put on mine in the future, just not yet. Cody's, all we've really done is add the handlebar stabilizer thing, and mine is completely stock besides a clip-on phone holder. So, you know, that's that. I need you guys to let me know. Do we just blend in the content here, or should I move this to a separate channel for these kinds of activities? It really doesn't matter to me either way. I'm good with it. We have been riding them. I finally ran out the first tank of gas. 134 miles. That's the odometer, not the trip. Like I said, full fuel injection, no clutch, semi-automatic. You got 4 forward gears. Pull the brake, press the button, and away it goes. ABS indicator stays on until the bike reaches a speed of over 5 miles an hour. That's when the ABS can start doing its thing if you need it. And yeah, but I've got a lot of things in mind for mine. I just haven't quite got there yet. But what do you guys think? Full LED headlights, LED turn signals, digital screen, all the good stuff. Got the horseshoe stand or a regular kickstand. Kind of small in the front area, but Will's added a bunch of accessories that make his look a lot better than that. But with a top speed of like 55 miles an hour, you know, I think they're going to be pretty fun. I'm going to ride mine to work since I don't have that far of a commute. But have you seen the Trail 125s? Let me know. I think it's just, I don't know. I'm over the moon, over the moon with this little bike. But anyway, this is just the icebreaker. Because I haven't bought any cars or anything lately. Just been really busy with work. But this summer, it's going to be on 2 wheels. That and the MR2 is pretty much fixed now, so we can do it either topless or on 2 wheels. Ta-da! So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I am ecstatic. If anybody's, in this area between, like, I don't know how far you'd want to ride, but I'm going to throw them on the truck and, like I said, go up into Pisgah and ride. Chimney Rock area, that's not far from us. So if you're in that area, you want to ride, let us know. It's, like I said, right now it's just me, Will, and Cody that have smaller bikes like this. But yeah, thank you for listening to 10 minutes of me rambling about this bike I just bought, because I couldn't think of a better way to make the video. I'm going to do a much better riding video once I figure out a GoPro and some kind of microphone. I don't know how they do that. I watch other people ride all the time, but I don't know what kind of setup that they're using to do the recording, like in their helmet thing. So I got to figure some stuff out. It's been 5-6 years since I've been on a motorcycle. The last one was my Kawasaki KZ750. I'm excited. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to get off here. Will's going to show up any minute. We're actually going to go ride today. So maybe I can tack in a video of us ride. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But if not, and this is the end of it, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.